Hello everyone, welcome to the EK Learning Academy on an official YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss the basic of quadratic equation of chapter number 2, class 10 Maharashtra State Board syllabus. Okay, before starting of this chapter, I need to know about what do you know about quadratic equation. Don't know anything? Do not worry. We will take a glance of this chapter in the next 5 minutes. Okay. What to study in this chapter? We will study quadratic equation, then roots of the quadratic equation, methods to solve the quadratic equation, and last but not the least, that is the application of a quadratic equation. Okay, you have studied polynomial last year. Types of the polynomial are classified on the basis of their degree, right? So if the degree of the polynomial is 1, then it is called linear polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial, right? Now we have one activity here, that is classify the following polynomial as linear or quadratic. So we have given a 5 equations, right? That is 5x plus 9, then x square plus 3x minus 5, 3x minus 7, 3x square minus 5x, and 5x square. Note here given, that is equate the quadratic polynomial to 0, right? So we have to decide which of the following is the linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial, right? So first equation is 5x plus 9. Here the degree of this equation is what? 1, right? So this is a linear polynomial. That's why I can write here 5x plus 9 is equal to 0, right? We have to equate the quadratic polynomial to 0. Now second equation is x square plus 3x minus 5, right? So here the degree of this equation is what? 2. So it is quadratic polynomial. Therefore I can write here x square plus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. Third equation is 3x minus 7. Degree of this equation is what? 1, right? So I can write it in linear polynomial, 3x minus 7. Fourth equation is 3x square minus 5x. Here the degree of the equation is 2. Therefore 3x square minus 5x is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. And the last equation is 5x square, right? The degree is 2, therefore it is a quadratic equation. So 5x square is equal to 0. Now in the practical life we may use a quadratic equation many times, right? For example, Sanket purchased a rectangular plot having area 200 meter square. Length of the plot was 10 meter more than its breadth. Find the length and the breadth of the plot. Okay, so let us solve this example. Okay, let the breadth of the plot be x centimeter. Let the breadth of the plot be x meter. All right, then length becomes, the length of the plot was 10 meter more, right? So x plus 10 meter more than that of the breadth, meter. Okay, then what is the area of the rectangle? Area is length into breadth, right? So the area is given, that is 200 meter square. So area of the rectangle is given 200 meter, which is equals to length is what? X plus 10. So x plus 10 into what is breadth? We consider breadth as x meter. So when we multiply x inside the bracket, x into x becomes x square plus x into 10, 10x, right? So I can rewrite this equation as x square plus 10x is equal to 200. So x square plus 10x plus 200 becomes minus 200 on the left hand side, right, is equal to 0. We have to equate this equation with 0, right? So now we will get the quadratic equation. It's the practical use of the quadratic equation in our lives. All right, so now let's do one activity here. We have three equations, that is x square plus 3x minus 5, 3x square minus 5x and 5x square. We have to write the polynomials in the index form. Okay, again we have to observe the coefficient and fill the boxes. All right, so here is the boxes given here. What is the coefficient of x square? X square coefficient is here 1, right? 1 into x square is x square, so 1. Then in the second equation, x square coefficient is what? 3. Okay. In the third equation, x square coefficient is what? 5, right? That's why it is 5. What is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x in first equation, it is 3, right? All right. Then what is the coefficient of x in second equation? It is minus 5. All right. What is the coefficient of x in third equation? It is 0. Now what are the constant terms? Constant terms are minus 5, right? Then 0 and 0 in third equation, right? So constant terms are minus 5, 0 and 0 respectively. Here the constant term of second and third polynomial is 0, right? So nothing is given about the constant term in second and third equation, that's why we consider as 0. All right. Okay, now let us discuss the quadratic equation. What is actually the quadratic equation is, right? The equation involve one variable and having 2 as the maximum index of the variable is called the quadratic equation. Means what? Equation which has only one variable, right? And degree of this equation is 2, right? So maximum index or degree of this equation is what? 1. In this equation, right, those equations are called quadratic equations. Let us see what is the general form. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form, right, where coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is b and a constant term, right? So a, b and c are what? A real numbers, and a is not equal to 0 is the very important condition, because if a is equal to 0, then it's not a quadratic equation, right? So it becomes a linear equation. So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form of a quadratic equation. Now let's do one activity here. Complete the following table. All right, the quadratic equation is given. We have to transfer the quadratic equation in a general form. Then we have to write the value of a, b and c, which is the coefficient of x square, x and the constant term, right? So first equation is x square minus 4x, so x square minus 4 is equal to 0. Here the constant term is given, right? So here only the coefficient of x is missing, that's why I write here as 0x, right? So x square plus 0x minus 4 is equal to 0. So coefficient of x square is what? 1, coefficient of x is 0 and the constant term is minus 4. Now the second equation is a y square is equal to 2y minus 7. So I write this as y square minus 2y is equal to, sorry, y square minus 2y plus 7 is equal to 0, right? So what is the coefficient of y square? It is 1. Then coefficient of y is minus 2 and constant term is plus 7. X square plus 2x is equal to 0. I write this as x square plus 2x. The constant term is missing, that's why I write as plus 0 is equal to 0. So what is the coefficient of x square? It is 1. Coefficient of x is 2 and constant term is given as 0. Alright. In the next video we will discuss some solved examples which is given in your textbook. Do like our video, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.